Hello, welcome back to Let's Play Shadowrun Hong Kong. And I went over there to go turn on the air conditioner a little bit. I am looking around to make sure I have talked to everybody I can in the hub and seen everywhere I can go. Okay. So far, it looks like I've got everybody. So we'll probably be going to a mission next. Sometimes I get the idea of like leaving this things up to a viewer vote and all that, but I don't really have all that many viewers. And considering how well in advance I record, it would be more involvement, I guess, with anybody who is happening to watch me. We are looking for somebody that I can talk to that I haven't talked to before. Like Handsome Lee. Hello. It's muggy out, even for Haoi in monsoon season. You pause to mop your brow. Suddenly you feel eyes upon you. As you glance up, you meet the tranquil, searching gaze of a man half hidden in the shadows. He's wearing a crisp, white-tailored shirt. Shirt sleeves neatly rolled, with a dark gray silk tie and smart black trousers. If he's sweating, you don't see it. The man tilts his head ever so slightly in green. A newcomer, welcome! He flashes you a brilliant smile, eyes glinting with amusement. You can just barely detect a faint trace of an accent in his voice. Handsome Lee is the name, purveyor of enhanced sensory experiences. I can see you've got some tales to tell. You mentioned you sold enhanced sensory experiences. Let's see what you've got. Ah, you sell drugs. Okay. Enjoy that, and I mean it. Anything else I can do for you, my friend? You're not from around here, are you? You don't have a portrait. His smile flickers briefly. He's got a decent poker face, but you can see that he's rattled. And, why do you ask? You've still got an accent, Lee. It's barely there, but I can hear it. Ah, he fidgets uncomfortably. You're right. I'm not from Haoi. Keep going. I was born in Taiwan. I was forced to flee during the Nationalist War. I hear you have a slight accent as well, Seattle. Emphasis on the slight. The corner of his lip curls smugly. It's your move, apparently. Put on your best fake accent. Yet, Ruski. Okay. Incline your head. Good guess. Redmond Barons. Handsome Lee suddenly fixes you with his gaze, sizing you up. His face is impassable. Nasty place. What's it to you, anyway? Never been. I'm afraid it's not on my bucket list, either. He speaks lightly, but avoids your eyes. You don't get to choose where you're born, man. I say, it's not a bucket list kind of destination, more of a place where people kick the bucket. I know that kind of place, but let's not get into it just now, eh? I'm a businessman. I'd prefer it if we could stick to business. Ah, I ran into so how about it, friend? He opens his jacket, revealing a mired a small bulging pocket sewn into the interior lining. Can I show you my wares? I've ran into someone with a message for you. Handsome Lee beckons you closer with a languid gesture. I think I can guess. Stephen Dynamite? He coolly raises an eyebrow at you. Yeah, actually that's right, and you're his dealer. He places his hand on his heart in mock indignation. I am the inventor of much acclaimed experimental pharmaceuticals. Why split hairs? Well, your little guinea pig is suffering. He claims that a drug you sold him is giving him horrible night visions. I could call yourself whatever you like. You poisoned the poor guy. With the myriad of drugs that Stephen filters through his system, it's almost an honor to be singled out this way. That said, I seriously doubt that I poisoned him. Go ahead, though. Tell me what he wants. What do you think? He wants his new yin back. He straightens abruptly from his elegant slouch and adjusts his tin out. There was absolutely nothing wrong with my latest creation. It was painstakingly designed to elevate the senses and to delight the spirit, a smooth high that I have indulged in myself. Now, if the unfortunate Stephen happened to dilute my masterpiece with other, lesser substances, I can hardly be held responsible. His tone of finality is unmistakable. You don't... Okay, you can use all the flowery language you want. I'm not leaving here empty-handed. He stares at you for a long moment, then reaches into his breast pocket. With a death motion, he pulls out a small packet and presents it to you. There is no money. Not anymore. I have expenses, just as I'm sure you do. But here, give this to Stephen with my regards. What's in the package? A freebie. It's what our dear Stephen Dynamite really wants, whether he'll admit it or not. Deliver it with my compliments. And this freebie of yours, is it supposed to cure his nightmares? Of course not, but it will bring relief, and if I'm not mistaken, that's what Stephen is itching for right now, correct? Relief is the exact word he used. The other nods sagely. I told you that I know Stephen well enough to guess when he'll be desperate for another hit. So is his addiction the entire problem? Is that why he's suffering so much? No, I'm just not surprised to hear it from him now, because it was time. But I can't explain these unusual dreams he's having. Anyway, he holds a packet to her and gives it a shake. Take this, give it to him. It should help him, at least in the short term. All right, Lee. All right, Lee, I'll take them to him. Very good. Please let me know how it goes when you're done. Okay. So that went to my stash. Is there a way to get out of stash? Okay. So I'll have to go back to my stash before I go back to Stephen. My stash is over here. And Steven's having dreams, so maybe his thing is related to the story. Which is the other thing I'm hoping for, is this gives me a karma boost. That's the thing I've really been popping around for, is looking for a karma boost. Here we go. Because if I can get just 1 point of karma, I can get my charisma up, and then I can just focus on combat skills from then on. Stephen Dynamite lolls on the sidewalk. While he jerks less as he moves, his skin has taken on a gray hue and his chest heaves with each labored breath. His sunken eyes swivel towards you. He wets his parched lips and addresses you. Hello, I'm relieved to see you. Thought you might not return. Can't trust anyone. This is a bad place. I hate to say this, but you're not looking so hot. Fat tears begin to cascade down his dirty, ruined face. I don't want to sleep because of these nightmares. I'm ravenous, so ravenous, but food makes me ill. I've got the shakes real bad, too. I just want this to end. Junkie slumps in place, furrowing his brow. He responds with difficulty. Anyway, thanks for talking to that little bastard for me. So, you got my money? Lee didn't have your money. He gave me this to pass off to you instead. Oh ho! Junkie's eyes light up at the sight of the packet from Handsome Lee. Just to warn you, it's the same exact stuff you thought was poison. Maybe kicking the habit would be a better idea? It's practically ruined you, man. It's purely circumstantial that I picked drugs as my escape. I just seek out another dependency. So I might as well take Lee's free hit packet, please. I'm not here to judge you. That's full, but you need to want to quit for yourself. The man joins his palms in a beseeching manner. I promise I'll start calling back starting tomorrow, really. The junkie's trembling hand shoots out, his fingers curling and uncurling. I can't let you do this to yourself. Take another hit and I'm going to hit you. Got it? I hope you feel proud of bullying sad sacks like me. I didn't really want it that hit anyhow. The junkie cowers before you, his eyes blaze with anger, but he relinquishes his grip. I'm going to do you a favor by taking this packet from you. Of course you didn't. There's a good man. His eyes glitter with tears. Go on, go away, and leave me to die, and please. No, not until you tell me about these dreams of yours. I said I'd help you, remember? You want to ask about my dreams? Why? Because I've been having bad dreams, too. Maybe we can get to the bottom of these dreams together. He stares you in the eye and his voice drops to a sharp whisper. These aren't like ordinary dreams. They're visions. They're so real. I've put all kinds of substances into my body. I've never experienced anything like this. You were practically raving last time we talked. Explain your dreams to me again clearly this time. He nods though his tongue stumbles and stalls as he speaks. This is what I was hoping for. I'm walking through a series of dark, narrow halls. It stinks to high heaven, and I run into more and more people as I move forward. The people are jostling me, but I'm starving and like I haven't eaten for days. I just want some food, so I press on. I start seeing children in the crowd, children with terrible burns, disfigured faces. All of these people are grabbing at me. He begins to tremble from head to foot, and his eyes bulge. And then I see teeth all around me. I feel the teeth on me. He bathed in sweat from the effort of speaking. He cradles his head in his arms. Okay, Steve, let's talk about the drugs. You said that you're on a lot of them, right? More than I can count. He has a weary smile. I used to get my kicks from explosives. I love blowing stuff up, seeing glass splintering, solid walls disintegrating, flames licking the sky. Not anymore. Now I stick to needles and pills. Hang on, you blew stuff up? I was a bomb maker. I designed custom ordnance, Stephen Dynamite. It was a dream job, plus it was very lucrative. He rubs his thumb and forefinger together, then he snaps. Megacorps couldn't get enough of the devices I invented. I was too high on my own ego to wonder what they were up to. What were the Megacorps doing then? They were fueling wars. They often managed to sell both sides in conflicts all over the world. Casualties be damned. That's nothing new. War profiteering is as old as war itself. The junkie's face assumes an ashen hue. The corners of his mouth pulled downward. Yes, war. I thought my bombs were used in wars against militias, mercenaries, and armies. I didn't think of them as people. But the weapons I developed got used against civilian targets. The man starts digging his rough fingernails into his palms so hard that tiny crescents of blood stain his palms. I'm from Guizhou. Sichuan has taken over much of the province, but pockets of resistance remain. These are big political struggles, actions removed from the lives of ordinary people. Yet the village where I grew up in Guizhou was annihilated. These were tobacco farmers, winemakers, peasants, not military. Your bombs were used to destroy your home village. Oh my. Tears leak out from the man's eyes, tracing narrow lines down his filmy cheeks. I recognized the distinctive patterns, the traces that were left behind. Those were my bombs used to shadow the landscape of my childhood. Why would Sichuan bother to bomb the village? When your village was bombed, did you lose anyone that you knew? He meets your gaze with red-rimmed eyes. He throws his arms wide. I knew them all, from the frailest elders to the littlest children. My own family died too. We weren't always close. Pyromantic winters don't fit in well in agricultural backwaters. But they were my only kin. Why would they bother to bomb a village? To break the spirit of the people. It broke mine. Junkie's shoulders heave and shake, and he passes a hand over his face. Now, I just want to forget. The drugs help sometimes. Okay, Steve. I think I get I'm getting what's going on here. I guess I must be feeling guilty about the bombs, huh? All the blood on my hands. I can't feel it all the time, and just like bombs. I didn't want anyone to get hurt. Touches his face, sobbing. How am I ever going to make this go away? How will I live with myself? The drugs help me forget, but he shakes his head in a look of utter hopelessness on his feet. Do something to undo the harm you've done? I don't know. Use your imagination, man. Well, you could start by helping some kids or stealing your bomb schematics back. For starters, you can stop wallowing in self-pity. That'd probably help. Give me your Nuya and you'll feel lighter without it. Do something to undo the harm you've done. I don't know. Use your imagination, man. Junkie sways mutely in place, gnawing on his chapped lower lip. A minute passes before he manages to speak again. I wouldn't know where to begin. Need time to think. His hoarse voice cracks with emotion. Revenge? Children of the future, man. Find a charitable organization and put in some hours for starters. If I were you, I'd get the hell out of Hayoi. Go someplace calm. Junkie gives a crooked smile, his eyes a bit calm. A bit misty. Calm, huh? Well, I can't think of anything better than heading to the desert to blow things up. I might just do that. Man pauses, licking his lips, mouth feeling for the right words. By the end, I probably need to go home to Guizhou when I can bring myself to. I'll tell you what. I'll think about it. He nods eagerly. I'll think real hard. Thinking about it isn't going to be enough. You need to do something. Yeah, I will. His face fills up with something you hadn't seen there before. Determination. I will. I promise. Karma? Karma? No karma. Okay. So, I do not need bliss. So I'm going to go trade out bliss for something else, and then we're going to go on to do an actual mission. And we'll see where we go from there. How much time do we have left? Oh, did the timer run out? It looks like it did. So, I'll see you in the next video. Either that, or I forgot to do the timer and this has been incredibly short. But anyway, I'm going to go check to see how long this has been running, and I'll see you in the next video. So yes, it was incredibly short, and this is I will see you in the next video, but it's not next video yet. Okay, I guess one thing I could do is edit that out instead of just patching it together and talking about it this way, but about the only things I edit out are stuff that sometimes I mention something that isn't something I want out. I start talking about something that is personal and I don't want out, and sometimes I'll edit that out. But when I realize it, but I usually try to avoid getting into those subjects while I'm here. Let's check the mission computer. I think we're all caught up. Inbox for new messages. I have no unread messages. Old messages. Okay. Go back. Jobs directory. Pending jobs. Back to root. Jobs. Active jobs. Do. Back to root. Shadowlands. Nothing. Okay. So we're good. Okay. So missions. We could do the first companion mission with Isabel. That's likely to be sneaking around a bit, though there is the bit where she wants to make somebody cry. So it'll be me and one other person. There is the hotel bit. We are playing a... You know what? Let's go do the hotel, one of the charisma ones. We're going to go do the bit with the doctor. Actually, we'll do Isabel's, because it seems the one that's more time. Well, all of these are going to be in event driven because there's no timer in this game. But so Deckcon or Repulse Bay Hotel, one of these two. And the reason why is because this one is going to be more combat pretty oriented, and this one might be more combat oriented. We're supposed to do a big explosive thing and do lots of little sabotages as well. So these two are going to be combat. So I want to get that one charisma to get the gang etiquette in. And lucky me, this will be the point where there's no more instances of the gang etiquette used for the rest of the game. But I want to get that in. I do like the fact they're making more use of etiquettes in this game. And then get on to Kai Tak to order. Let's do Isabel's. We can bring one other person. And it's going to be somebody else who might be... It's me, it's Isabel, and him. Okay. And confirm. Where is Gaichu anyway? Yes. I would like to talk to Gaichu, but I have no idea where to go to find him. I should probably research that. Go online, look at the walkthrough, see where Gaichu shows up in the hub. A chartered bus carries you from Kai Tak to a mid-range hotel in Suanwan. All around you, the happy chatter of your fellow passengers fills your ears. You hear tech speak in a variety of languages and dialects, talk about new lines of drones and decks, arguments over innovations in data jack technology, and baseless speculation about the next season of Urban Brawl. Your guest badge, a glossy slip of laminated paper emblazoned with a flashy logo, hangs from a lanyard around your neck. You're ticketed into the convention hall, and the only disguise that you should need. The bus drops you in front of the Harbor Spires Hotel, and you promptly circle around to back to find a service entrance. Isabel should be waiting for you inside. Yeah, I do have a data jack, so I would be able to fit in as a decker until it comes time to talk, because I don't even have basic decking skills. Anyway, that should be enough. Let's see where we're going, because my timer is about to go off. I do not want the bliss. Ooh. I do like the enhanced models in this game compared to the previous game. Really makes me wish I had chosen to wait to play an orc until this game, because the orc models in this game are pretty nice, and the troll models. Anyway, confirm. I mean, big fat orc or troll is a possibility. It would be nice if we still had that possibility, but not at the cost of, it's the idea that all of them are like that, and so many of the portraits did not fit that. Anyway, talk to you in the next video. The really, really next video this time. Though I guess technically this is the next video, and I'm just going to be splicing them together next time. But anyway, see you then.